Evening. Oh, that's not right, is it? That's not right. Boom. Hold on. Boom. There we go. There we go. Oh my god. I've been faffing with multi-stream, so I've got the normal stream running and I've got a portrait mode somewhere out there in YouTube land. So both of them rolling tonight, and I just happened to forget to take one of those images off. But we are back tonight for another round of Ring Calf action. So 3 lap races tonight. I think they've set it up as Bop is on. Let me just have a quick look here. So stickers still available, people. Hit me up, darksmoker@googlemail.com if you want any of those. If you don't, then don't. Evening. How are we all doing? How's that camera? That's not great, is it? We need a little bit closer. Why doesn't it lock in, people? Someone tell me. Someone tell me why it doesn't lock in. Big smoke ahead. There we go. I can apply it, I can okay it. It just seems to always make it revert back to normal. So let's have a look then. Sound is on. I'm not sure we're going to get to look through all the drivers. Potkind, Roadrunner, Emmy, Marcus, Bondo, Bastille, Jorveta, Mate, Speedy, Dexa, Jasmine Bay, Witty, and Gasmarco Tomo in the room currently. And we are already going to get race 1 underway. So 3 lap races. It will be set up in driver quality, so sportsmanship rating, driver rating, that sort of thing. So if you look down the right hand side next to the names, you'll see the little letters, the AS, ASBB, that sort of thing. So the AS drivers get put to the front for race 1, and the sort of EE drivers get put to the back. And we've got an EB in the house, Gasmarco, Tomo and Witty. So they start from the back, but only for race 1, and then it's reverse grid from here on out tonight. Probably get about 4 races in for you guys tonight. Get all that nonsense on quickly. My head seems a bit big on the vertical. Maybe we'll minimise that. Right, lights go on then. We are underway for race 1. Potkind Vector are going to lead us round. Gets a good start as well. Oof, gets a little bit loose through turn 1. Manages to hold on to it. I have got the sound on. Good. He's got Roadrunner all over his rear end already though. Emmy Marcus 3rd. Bondo in 4th position. Bastille in 5th. Jorveta in 6th place. Mates 7th. Speedy XXL in 8th. Got Dexa in 9th, right behind him. Jasmine Bay in 10th. Oh, who's that? Gasmarco Tomo running it off track through there in the Ferrari. He's got it back on, but he's managed to get away without damage as well. Fair enough. Giving those lights a good old flash though, trying to put the drivers off in front. Witty. Come on, Witty. Have it. It's yours. Race 2's all Witties, believe you me. Potkind Vector's managed to hold on to that lead then. Potkind Vector, Roadrunner was right behind him. Let's see. Do we get any chaos into the... Yes, we do. Somebody is off track there. Who's that? Dexa? No. Is it Jasmine Bay? I think it was Jasmine Bay. Just getting it all wrong there. Putting the Toyota in the gravel. Oh no, sorry, Speedy XXL. It was a BMW that went flying off track. Maybe Emmy. Was it? Oh no, it was Emmy. Emmy's gone for the hard tyre option. Interesting choice. So here he spun around and smashed the rear end into the barriers. Back to the front then. Starting to bunch up a little bit more. Potkind still out front, but got a few drivers looking for a way past. Roadrunner, Bondo, Bastille and Jorveta. Bastille having a moment. Jorveta having a moment coming out of that turn as well. Jorveta gets through. Bastille ends up in the wall, unfortunately. No contact between these two, so a little bit of a shortcut there as well for Jorveta, hence the half a second penalty. keeps himself in touch with Bondo, but that'll only last until the Dottinger Straight. Board with race leader Potkind then. Oh, look at that, that's a great entrance there from Roadrunner. BMW just pulling on him a little bit though. Got another sharp corner coming up. It's all about the exit of this one. Oh, right up the rear end. Had to take slight avoiding action. That has given Potkind a little bit of breathing room there. Not a lot. Still being hunted by the two Porsches. A little bit of a gap back to Jorvator now then after getting past Bastille. Both of them having a little bit of a moment. Two Porsches hot on the tail of the BMW in first though. Ooh, Roadrunner goes a bit too hot through there. Even with Jorvator's penalty, carries the speed through, takes that third position off of Roadrunner. Into third he goes then. Fourth for Roadrunner. Bondo now into second and closing on Potkind. Into the carousel. Everyone just trying to control their speed through there. You can't put the throttle down, you've just got to control the throttle all the way through that turn. Difficult place to overtake next few turns. It can be done, but it means risking everything for it. He's got to be careful again. You've got Jorvator right up his rear end here. So top three starting to pull a gap now then. Let's go and have a flick through. So Bondo still leads then just by 0.3 of a second. We'll just stick with this for a second actually. I think we are going to see Bondo or Jorvator have an attempt somewhere. Oh, right up the rear end of Potkind there, Bondo. Nowhere for him to go through there. Again, just putting his car in all the right places at the minute, Potkind. Down the hill. I had a little think about it down the hill, but there's a jump. Tricky few corners coming up here as well. Difficult to overtake around these. Again, can be done, but you're sort of almost relying on people's mistakes. Bastille starting to close back up on these three as well. So we are going to see Jorvator disappear off the back end of these two when he loses this penalty. When he comes around this next right hand corner, he'll have to, there you go, yellow marker being shown then that he's going to lose that penalty. So he's going to drop off the back of these two, probably be overtaken by Bastille as well. Penalty gets lost there then. There go the two Porsches. Here comes Bastille. He's got the slipstream off of Jorvator as well, getting ever closer. He helps him along, okay. Doesn't mean he's not going to go for the overtake yet. He's a little bit too far behind coming down the hill. So, okay, we will start looking through the field then. So it is Potkind up front, Bondo in second, Jorvator third. Let's just change that camera up. Bastille now looking for a way past him in fourth. No. Squealing tyres, and we see Bondo backwards. So Gasmark Tomo comes past him. Oh, be careful, Gasmark, a little bit too wide through there. That's 3-second penalty. And the flashing of the lights is a little bit off-putting as well. Jasmine Bay under threat from Bondo. Now he's got himself pointing in the right direction again. Roadrunner's hit the wall somewhere, so he's got a big pile of front-end damage. Unless he picked that up when he ran wide off track. That's a big amount of damage for that incident. Dexter in 8th. Got Whitty in 9th, Mattes in 10th, Speedy Double XL in the pits getting damage repaired by the looks of it. Fuel, Emmy Marcus also in the pits. So it doesn't look like anyone's going to need to stop for fuel for this race. 3-lap race, we've already done one and we've not even used a quarter of a tank, so... Oh, I say that as Potkind has used half a tank and he's only done a single lap on the hards. You must have already had your fuel in when I flicked over to you when you were in the pits, Mr. Marcus. Your Vater still third, Bastille still, sorry, your Vater second, Bastille still third. Gazmark Tomo in that Ferrari then in 4th. A long way down from those boys though, 4.6 seconds. Whoa, drifted the Ferrari around there. Croatia, yeah, Croatia smashed down the side of that, even though he's got the German flag rolling. Okay. Jasmine Bay in the GT86 in 5th position. Roadrunner, half a second penalty, still got the damage on. Sitting in 6th position at the minute. Bondo 7th, again after getting it straight. Big pile of front end damage on his car. That's going to slow him down for the next 2 laps. Whitty sitting in 8th position. Got Dexa in 9th. Mattes in 10th. Oh, Emmy! Oh, Emmy Marcus. Oh, it's got damage all over that car now. Did Emmy and Speedy have a bit of a go at each other and come into contact? It did look like Speedy was trying to wait. I think Emmy just kind of went, no, forget it. Forget it, that's race done, probably. Potkind then, still leading this race. Don't tell me there's no sound. Oh, why is that? Yeah, cheers, Mark. Why was there no sound? Because I clicked the wrong thing. Tell me it's coming through all right now. It should be. Video capture device, yeah. Elgato, yeah, that's on. That's on. It's all on. Don't know why we didn't have sound. Haven't clicked anything different to what I usually click. Like I say, I'm playing with the multi-stream now, so I've got it vertical somewhere in the ether. Maybe I've accidentally clicked something when sorting that out, I don't know. Bastille passed your Vater then with that, well, not with the penalty, but he had a penalty. Your Bastille wasn't able to get past. Ended up doing a bit of bump drafting with your Vater. They've been together ever since. He has made the move past him into 2nd. Gasmark still in 4th. Oh, drops himself out of the carousel as we drop on board with him. Manages to hold on to it though. Donkey shot, evening. Jasmine Bay in 6th then, 5th in that little Toyota. Roadrunner, damage, penalties. Nice. Yeah, it should be in the shorts. Bondo, a big pile of front end damage after getting the final turn of lap 1 wrong. Mattes doing alright in 8th at the minute. He's got Dexa pretty close to him. What's that? Just 1.4 seconds gap. Whitty another 1.8 seconds back. And then we've got whatever happened between Speedy and Emmy Marcus, but Speedy's 36 seconds down. I believe they came in the pits to get a bit of fuel, maybe damage repaired. That's not the line, Speedy. And Emmy Marcus, again, I'm not sure if him and Speedy got tangled up in something, but Emmy Marcus has got all sorts of damage on that car. But no Potkind. The grey bit. Stick to the grey bit. Hounded. Your Vater's got himself back past Bastille. Battle between those two then. get ourselves on with Bastille in third. Oh, Potkind goes extremely wide through the mini carousel, loses that top spot. Your Vader comes through to take that. Everybody risking it around that turn. Bastille getting it wrong. He's done well to get it back on track without spinning out. Not lost too much time to drivers in front, but he is outside of that tow range at the minute. So 2 drivers in front then. Potkind Vectra. They can't be working together because Bastille's closing back up on them. Potkind Vectra then going for the move to take that first position back. Risking it wildly through there on the curbs. He has got back through. There is Bastille, closes right back up on them. Your Vader comes in the pits this lap though. Now then. So this is going to be final lap for race 1. Potkind, have you got enough fuel on board? If we just jump to Bastille, who is right behind you, he's got way over a quarter of a tank in that car. And you, my friend, have way under a quarter of a tank. Everybody else seems to have thrown themselves in the pits. Your Vader just being released. Gasmark, Tomo, Jasmine Bay, Roadrunner, Bondo. Dexter comes in, Whitty comes in, Speedy Double XL and Emmy Marcus came in last lap. Can Potkind squidge it out in terms of the fuel? It doesn't seem like he's overly bothered at the minute. Bastille can keep it in engine mode 1, full power. Again, Potkind Vectra might have to do a bit of lifting and coasting. He might have to drop that engine mode a little bit. Try and maintain that fuel. We'll see. I don't think it's going to be enough. Bastille's not making it easy for himself though, driving on the grass, trying to crash himself out. Your Vader back out on track in third, then fresh set of softs, plenty of fuel. Gasmark, Tomo, fresh set of softs, plenty of fuel. Mattes stayed on the same tyres, loads of fuel on board though, sitting in fifth. Roadrunner, fresh tyres, damage repaired. Over half a tank for him, just under half a tank for Roadrunner. Hold on, was that? I thought I was just looking at him, I was. Bondo. Just over a quarter of a tank, fresh set of softs, fresh set of softs on for Dexter, fresh set of softs on for Whitty. And he's gone for a full tank. I don't know whether you needed to do that, Whitty. Poor old Emmy Marcus just creeping around at the back with all the damage. Oh, the move's already been made, we've missed it. Potkind Vectra had a bit of a gap, that's why I kind of went looking through the crowd, but he's ended up spinning off somewhere. He's picked up a little bit of front end damage. That fuel is now flashing at him as he just watches Bastille disappear off out of sight. Looking good for race 1 win here for Bastille. Lobby doesn't look the strongest though, does it? A bit glitchy all over the place. Not even halfway round. Potkind Vectra's fuel looking devastating. How far is your Vader? About 15 seconds. Yeah, if he runs out of fuel anytime soon, he's going to lose all sorts of positions. Gasmark Tomo another 6 seconds back. Mattes another 3 seconds behind him. There's Jasmine Bay in the Toyota, another 8 seconds back. Roadrunner another 3.5, nearly 4 seconds back. Bondo 4 seconds behind him. Dexter 22 seconds behind him. Whitty is another 23 seconds back. Speedy 3 seconds behind him. And then poor old Emmy Marcus. That's him done, I think, sitting in the pits. So Bastille. Oh, he's just got to keep it on that grey bit. I was just about to say, that's all he's got to do is just put some decent laps in. Tyre might catch it. Oh, he's completely missed the carousel there. That's not the line. He's just got to keep it on the grey bit. Tyres might cost him a little bit of time, a little bit of traction around some of these turns. That could possibly why he's losing traction for the car and sliding around a bit. Popkind Vectra, he is out of fuel. That's him done. Let's see how quick your Vater can close up on him. Already got a few seconds out of that time. It was about 14 seconds. It's down to 11. It's going to come tumbling now. Popkind's out of fuel. Your Vater able to keep at full race pace. Here it goes then. 7 seconds, 6 seconds, 5 seconds. There is Popkind Vectra. Just gets absolutely obliterated. Who's going to be next on his tail? Potentially Gasmark Tomo. Thrashing the life out of that Ferrari, isn't he? Yeah, he's going to lose this position as well. Mattes not too far back, so he's going to lose that one. There's Mattes coming up behind him. Oh, I should have stopped for a tiny bit of fuel. Tiny bit of fuel, Popkind. Jasmine Bay then another 9 seconds behind him. Easily closing that gap. Roadrunner another 3 seconds back. You could end up at the back of the pack here, Popkind. Ouch. Traumatic. Let's get ourselves on with Bastille then. So just the Swallowtail to go for him, and then a good old punch up the Dottinger Straight. Should have plenty of fuel left on in the car as long as he can stay on the track. Stay on the track, Bastille. Big old gap back to your Vater as well. 12.8 seconds. And he's certainly not going to run out of fuel along this straight. There is your Vater. There's Gasmark Tomo into third. I bet he wasn't expecting that at the start of this race. Mattes in fourth. Jasmine Bay. Oh, with a penalty. 3-second penalty. Where have you picked that up? You didn't have that a second ago. Roadrunner in 6th. Bondo 7th. Dexa gets past Popkind in 8th. There is Popkind still creeping around with no fuel. Whitty. Whitty's a minute behind him, so I don't think Whitty's going to catch up. But there it is. Bastille takes race 1 win. Your Vater just coming around that final turn. Again, lobby looks a bit glitchy, doesn't it? Your Vater 2nd. Oh, Bastille must have picked up a penalty that we didn't see as he crossed the line. Oh, that puts your Vater in 1st. Gasmark Tomo then crosses the line. He takes 3rd. No, 2nd. They've properly penalised Bastille. Look, what has he done? Gasmark Tomo comes through to take 3rd. Mattes comes through to take 2nd. What is going on? How can you be coming across the line in the wrong places? Bondo comes through to take a position. What? Why, Bastille? What have you done? Why is everybody taking those positions off you? I didn't see you with a penalty. Dexa, are you going to overtake Bastille as well somehow? Yeah. 6th. Somebody tell me what's going on. How do you finish in like 9th but come in 6th? I don't get it. Okay, so you're a minute 44 behind, but you're not a minute 44 behind, Whitty. 7th place for the Whitster. How about that? With damage and a pit stop. Fair play, Whitty. Speedy Double XL in 8th. Bastille just getting pushed further and further down the field. Anybody know why that's happened? And then Potkind Vectra, ooh, still creeping, and we have lost Emmy Marcus from this one. We're down to 10 drivers. We did have 12. Yeah. Bastille must have done some sort of mega cheat or something. I don't know. I don't even know. There we go. Results for race 1. Let me just have a flick over. Gasmark Tomo. Oh, Bastille. 2 minutes. I don't even know how that's possible. Your Vater then taking that top spot. Mattes in second, Roadrunner in third, Bondo fourth, Jasmine Bay in fifth, Dexa sixth, Witty seventh, Speedy Double XL in eighth. We've got Bastille in ninth, Potkind Vectra 10th, Emmy Marcus in 11th, and Gasmark Tomo in 12th. Again, big penalties. Where do they pick those big penalties up from? 2 minutes. Must have been throwing rocks at people. New driver, Mart in the house. I think there was... Who else did we have? Potkind Roadrunner, yeah. Bastille, yep. Donkey Shot, he joined halfway through the race. LMPF9 has joined as well. So still got 12 drivers in. Dexter's left, he's not having it. And Jasmine Bay has left the room as well, also not having it. Ah, okay, so it was a tyre penalty, right? Okay, I didn't realise. Oh, could be a bit of rain for this one. Does it say, yeah, required tyre type? There you go, look in the middle in that blue box, required tyre type, racing softs. And obviously some of those drivers not picking up that soft tyre, so grabbing a penalty. And you must have a pit stop, not that Potkind Vectra would have listened to you, and he's lobby host. Okay, 4 minutes till race 2. Have I even? No. Have I even done it? No. Boop. Let's get that into that. Let's do that as well. Boop. There it is. Don't forget to go and check out the website, people. It's full of all the information you might need. Oh, I'm sure I've just pressed translate on that. Page couldn't be translated. It could be translated last week. Go. Translate English. Boom. There it is. There it is. There it is. So, plenty to look at on the website. Contact numbers, that sort of thing. Galleries and news. The guest book. Sign it in. Go say hello. So get yourselves over to... Oh, where's that gone as well? No, not that. No. No. Oh my god, I don't even know where it's gone. There, get yourself over to that. That's what I'm looking for. www.justforfundriving.de, driving club, apologies.de. Go and check it out. I'm turning it off. I need to turn it off of that one. It's got all sorts of extra controls now. Get the option to turn things off on the individual streams. It catches me out. So 2 more minutes till race 1 again. Anybody else joined? Yes. Voltschlick Man has joined the room. So another one of the regulars. There he is. Both Potkind and Voltschlick Man not picked a car yet. few BMWs in this one tonight, and a few Porsches. They do seem to be the most popular models throughout the Nordschleife. A couple of Mercedes get thrown in. What else do we see out here? We've seen Ferraris, we've seen the Toyotas, but they don't last long. Everybody seems to end up back in a BMW or a Porsche. So we'll hang about for race 2 then. Stay hydrated, people. So any second, I think we're going to crack on with race 2. Should start to see a little countdown in the chat there. Has he got it set up reverse grid? Grid order set by host, okay. Well, here we go then. Race 2 about to start. So, is it a reverse grid? Yes, it is, because Popcorn Bastille at the back. And the new drivers, sorry, they're at the front because it's reverse grid, but the new drivers also get to go on the front of the grid. Unfortunately, Mark being one of the fastest, you might just see him disappear. Donkey Shot give it a good go, but we'll see. Let's go on then. Oh, Bondo getting a right jump off the line there. Again, I'm not sure if that was a lobby glitch. Again, very, very glitchy. Let's see if we can reduce this bandwidth a little bit. Turn that off. So Mart already 1.7 seconds up the road. Donkey Shot in second position. Oh, BMW wide through there. Let's just have a quick look at tyres. Mart on that soft tyre, so it's going to be the faster tyre. Donkey Shot on the hard tyres. Again, soft have to be used in this one. LMP F9 in third in the Porsche. Also on the soft tyre. Oof, almost off track through there as well. Popcorn Vectra in fourth with the softs. Bastille almost pushing him past LMP F9. Also on that soft tyre down towards the hairpin they go then. This is usually where chaos occurs. Bastille finds room up the inside of Popcorn Vectra. Not to be though, LMP9 comes back at him down the hill. Oh, Bastille goes off-roading. Everybody getting a bit sideways through there. The concertina effect. Oh my god, oh my god, it's chaos. Very glitchy lobby. Cars jumping around all over the place on track when they go around corners. He sticks a couple of wheels. Oh, there's a little bit of contact again. The glitching is just causing drivers to not know whether the drivers are going to end up on track. You can see them, just cars suddenly stopping dead and then reappearing in front of other drivers, causing them to slam their brakes on maybe. Oh, in the background, is that an NMP F9 race getting a bit sideways out of the S's through there. Look at that for glitch. And look at this for a lead, 7.5 seconds. We're not even halfway around lap 1 in a minute. Again, Mart on that fast soft tyre. Probably thought he's going to come in at the end of lap 1. We'll see though, Potkind into second, clear as well from everybody else. A little bit of chaos behind him. 2.8 and then back to Mattes in third position. There is LMP F9 race in fourth. Roadrunner in fifth position. Bastille in sixth. Jorvator seventh, right behind him. Actually having a go past him, is he? Not quite, not able to get a wing up the inside there. Donkey Shot in 8th, Emmy Marcus 9th, right behind him. Bondo in 10th, Speedy XXL in 11th, and Whitty in 12th. Oh, Whitty's got a big pile of front end damage. He's on a hard tyre as well. Easy work for Mart at the minute. 8 seconds lead over Potkind. Both in the same car, both on the same tyre as well. I've got some crazy echo too. Okay, let's see what's going on there. I don't know what to turn off. I don't know. I've only got one mic running, I think. Yeah. Desktop audio, yeah, video capture device. Yeah, not too sure what the echo's about, Dukes. But yeah, crappy lobby, that's for sure. Look at that. Disgusting. Mattes then in third, LMP in fourth, Roadrunner fifth. Bastille 6. Oof, Jorvator gets a bit of a swap on through there, holds on to it. 7th for him. Emmy Marcus in 8th. Donkey Shot 9th. Speedy XXL in 10th. Bondo not too far behind him in 11th. And there is Whitty in 12th. But back to race leader, nearly 10 seconds lead already. So even though Potkind Vectra behind him is on the same strategy, same setup, he can't keep with the pace of Mart. What worked? I didn't do anything. All I did was move my mic slightly further away from my face. Still pulling time on Potkind. There is the gap then. Potkind under his own pressure here. Mattes within slipstream range of him. Just half a second in it. Trying to stick as centrally as he can behind Potkind. Gain as much of that toe as possible. Gap down to 0.3. Is he going to be enough to go for the attack up the hill? A little bit of help, the side by side coming up the hill, but it is Potkind that takes it. Ooh. Into the pits then for Potkind. Mart stays out. He doesn't come in at the end of lap 1. Quite happy with the amount of wear on those soft tyres. Still glitching all over the place though. So should be able to get around reasonably comfortably on a semi-worn set of softs to the end of lap 2, looking at the amount of wear on them at the minute. Mattes has obviously gone for the same idea. 2 laps on the softs. Jorvator has thought about the same, as has Roadrunner, as has LMP Race, as has Emmy Marcus and Bastille. Who else? Donkey Shot. He's on the hard, so he doesn't need to come in on those tyres. Speedy XXL has stayed out. Potkind out then. Fresh set of medium tyres on for him. But if a set of softs will last 2 laps, then really you should be putting softs on all the way through. Bondo in the pits. Whitty in the pits. We have lost a driver. Emmy Marcus, have we lost from this one? Yeah. Yes, we have. Mart's still pushing, but losing a little bit of time then to Mattes behind him. Oh, I thought Mattes was driving off track then, but oh, he is. Glitching's catching me out. I don't know if they're actually driving off track or whether it's just lag. Jorvater holding third, just 3.5 seconds behind Mattes, not too far back. Same for Roadrunner, just 1.7 back. He's got his mirror full with LMP F9 race. Oh no, there's Emmy Marcus. Who have we lost from this one then? Cleanly through there for him. Donkey shot in 7th, not doing too bad on the hards. There is Speedy in 8th. Popkind in 9th after his stop. Bondo 10th and Whitty in 11th. So Bondo and Whitty both coming out with a fresh set of soft tyres on. And again, Whitty's filled that car right to the brim. Slowing you down, that is, mate. You're losing seconds in the pits with that one. So definitely losing time now then. Mattes was 9.5 seconds behind Mart, now just 8.8. Now Mart might just be taking his times. He's not putting any putting down any risk where he doesn't need to. Maybe just get around cleanly. Maybe he's holding on to a little bit more fuel than Mattes. Yes, he is, a tiny bit. It's going to save him a little bit of time in the pits anyway. No real battles happening at the minute. LMP race is pretty close to Roadrunner. Not picking up a slipstream from him down here though. Still just a second behind Roadrunner. No catching up being made there then. There is Emmy Marcus again, 1.7 seconds back, not too far. These three could quite easily get involved in a little bit of a battle. Donkey Shot is kind of out on his own at the minute, 13 seconds ahead of him to Emmy Marcus, 7 seconds behind to Popkind. There is Popkind. 3 seconds penalty. Oh, and a big pile of front end damage. Just catch him losing the tail end coming into the right hander before the carousel. And into the wall he goes. So picks up damage, runs slow, gets a penalty as well. Bondo pushing it around there. 27 seconds behind though, Bondo from Popkind. Bit of work to do. There's Whitty, another 40 seconds behind him. So still looking good, Mark. Not lost too much time since we last looked. About 1/10 of a second, if that. Again, very similar in terms of tyre wear and fuel depletion for these two. Same car, same tyres. Jorvater almost identical as well. It is going to be it's going to be Mart and Jorvater that get an advantage over Mattes in the pits. Mattes holding a little bit less fuel than Mart and Jorvater, so he'll spend a couple of extra seconds in the pits. That might just bring Jorvater right under his rear wing when they exit the pits for the final lap. Then Mart onto that Dottinger straight, 8.8 seconds lead. Not going to lose any more time to Mattes down here. Jorvater, they all risk it around that last turn. There's the gap then, just see Mart climbing the hill. There is Mattes, there is Jorvator, there is Roadrunner. He's not got to put too much fuel in, Mark. He needs about a third of a tank, so fresh tyres, a little squirt of fuel. Oh, Mattes, did you just clip that wall? Into the pits he comes. Jorvator follows him in. Roadrunner will also be in the pits this lap. Here he comes. LMP race has got to come in. Emmy Marcus comes in. Everybody dragging themselves down that pit wall. Quickest way in, regardless. Donkey Shot's going to be in. Mart's already back out. Yeah, he took on a tiny blim of fuel. And there you go, there is the gap. Look at this, exactly as predicted. Mattes exits the pits, loses time to Mart, and has now got Jorvator tucked right up his rear end all the way around this final lap. No mistakes from Mattes then, or it's a position loss for him. Roadrunner out the pits, fresh tyres. Hard tyres on for LMP race for this last session. I don't know why you would opt for that. Emmy Marcus comes out with a fresh set of softs. Fresh set of softs for Donkey Shot. Mediums on for Popkind. I think he came in lap 1. He's got enough fuel in his car this time. Speedy out, fresh set of softs. Bondo out. He's not taken it. Oh, he must have come in at the end of lap 1. No, he's coming in now. Apologies. Didn't realise he was quite so far back. And here comes Whitty, finishing the race on that setup. He's a long way down, unfortunately. Mark looking good for the win then for race 2, as long as he keeps it on the grey bit and not the green bit. And here is Jorvator still tucked right up behind Mattes, just 0.6 of a second in it between these two. Again, just glitchy, isn't it? Glitchy, look at this. Disgusting, you can't even tell where cars are on track. Gap stays about the same, even though it didn't look like it. Loses a couple of tenths to Mattes there, in fact. Oof. Mattes gets it all wrong around there. Not quite sure what happened there, but Mattes decided to drive it off track. And Jorvator through to take that position. Didn't lose any time going for the overtake as well, so still only 11.5 seconds behind Mart, but that's going to be almost impossible ask to close back up on the top spots. And Mattes has got his hands full now, trying to close that gap back up on Jorvator. Again, just disgusting lobbies. Roadrunner at 4th. Bit of a lonely one for him in a minute. So you see the driver just disappearing around that corner, 6.5 seconds in front, 13 seconds behind this man. He's got Emmy Marcus reasonably close, not quite within touching distance. He's got Donkey Shot chasing him pretty closely. A little bit of a gap then back to Popkind. Bigger gap back to Speedy. And then nearly a minute, 46 seconds back to Whitty in 10th. Halfway around then for Mart this final lap. Tyres looking good. Fuel not looking too bad. May have to consider lifting and coasting around a couple of corners. Just to knock that fear of running out of fuel completely out the window. Gap comes down a little bit, it's down to 10 seconds pretty much, 10.1, so he's lost a second and a half again. Could just be lifting and coasting around some of these turns. saving that tiny bit of fuel just to make sure. Again, he's got that 10-second buffer, as long as he keeps it on track. Again, your Vator's not out of the woods yet either. He's still got Mattes just 3/4 of a second behind him. Any kind of mistake is going to allow Mattes to get through, so he's got to do his bit as well as your Vator. Time just teetering around the 10-second mark at the moment. Again, is that driver error or is that lobby lag? I don't know. I don't think it's Mark driving off track, but who knows? The cars almost look like they're crabbing down the street some of the times. Okay. Into the mini carousel then, Swallowtail, the dotting a straight, Animal Garden and Anthony's Beach, and that's about it for Mark. 9.5 seconds lead as he comes around the Swallowtail. Off track a little bit, but keeps the hammer down. 9.3 seconds, here comes your Vator then, again. He also drives himself pretty much off track through there. He's not going to catch up with Mark now. He's having a little bit of fun with it as well, Mark. Swerving across the track, bit of a weave. The spectators get a good look at that car on both sides of the track. Just the last turn for Mark to go then. Should be easy enough. And there it is, around that last corner, slows down, shows a little bit of respect to the pit crews, and across the line to take the win. Your Vator is going to hold on to that second. Mattes not able to close that gap and get back past him. Second then for your Vator. Mattes comes home in third. Roadrunner should take fourth. Does so. And Marcus will take fifth. Donkey Shot stayed with him. He's not been able to go for that move though, so Emmy Marcus will take fifth. I was just waiting briefly there to see if anyone spun the rears up and pinned it in the wall, but they didn't, so Emmy takes fifth. Donkey Shot takes sixth. LMP race, why are we looking at a tree? Takes seventh. Potkind Vectra is in the tree as well. He's going to come home in eighth. What a terrible camera angle, PlayStation. Speedy Double XL coming home in ninth position. Again, look at this, absolutely sideways through there. And Whitty's going to come home in 10th. We might not see him cross the line. But he's had an 8th place tonight, Whitty. We've seen him already cross the checkered flag. That in itself is a result. Will we see it? One more corner for Whitty. It's usually about here that it cuts off, but it does cross the line. That's two checkered flags for you tonight, bro. Definitely getting quicker. There he is then, on the top spot. Mart for race 2. Oh, wrong one. That's what I was meant to look at. So there are official results for race 2 then. Mart taking the win. Your Vator second, Mattes third, Roadrunner in 4th, Emmy in 5th, Donkey Shot 6th, LMP race in 7th. We've got Potkind in 8th, Speedy Double XL in 9th, Whitty in 10th. Yeah, I thought we had a couple of DNFs, Bondo, who didn't finish, and Bastille, who did not finish either. There we go. So 2 races. LMP's left the race, but we have gained, and what on earth is that name? Oh, Anstaltlater. What? What? Ownst. That's what your name's going to be. Ownst. Are you the only new driver? Bondo's still here. Yeah, that one. Anstalt Slater. Don't even like trying to pronounce that word. Stop it. Can we see if the lives run? If the vertical's running somewhere? Can we? Shall we? Come on. Let's just have a scroll through some of these, shall we? It's definitely running somewhere. I can watch it on my own channel, but that's weird, isn't it? Well, I can't find it. Okay, so what's changed there? Tyre wear times 5, fuel consumption times 5, custom weather setting random RO1, light drizzle, light rain, light drizzle. Enjoy Nordschleife in the wet. And required tyre type is racing hard, would you believe? Old Fiction's joined the room. $13 drivers on track now then. Did we see a time for race 3? No, not yet. 32. No, that was the last one. Penalty for what? I don't know either. Okay, there you go. Start at 03 then. So another 4 minutes to wait. So while we're doing that, we will hold on. Boom, there, look, that's the actual website. But what we're going to do is go and have a look at it. There it is. More than just a club, look. You see? Tips and tricks. Why have you gone back to German? There we go. Setup tips for Gran Turismo, look. Driving techniques. Hardware, none of that because that's all PC. You can send them a little message as well, look. Contact them via that. And then there's little old me tucked at the back there, look. Stream this every Saturday night, 8 o'clock. There we go. Boom. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. There we go. But if anyone does see the the short, not the short, you know, the vertical live, and like it, drop a comment on there saying you are watching it on the vertical. At least I know it's working. I don't know if that's won't be a separate chat, will it? No, it'll be the same chat, I think. MLG Sodi Karting has joined the room as well. Okay, 14 drivers on track then for race 3. Go on then. There it is. Laggy lobbies. So just round the corner from race 3 start then. Again, should have 4 races tonight. Might run us just past 10 o'clock. No racing for you to Sudoku tonight? Why not? What's happening? Sodi karting, Volkswagen and Unster. Him will and Old Fiction in fact will all start from the front. So it's another reverse grid. Obviously Whitty came last in the last race, but the new drivers always get shoved to the front regardless of drivers rating, that sort of thing. But reverse grid as per normal, so Mark will start at the back. Or will he? Maybe. He should do. Should be any second now, really. Who's in that bright yellow thing? Was that Sodi karting, the Ferrari with all the lights on? All the lights on it, but only on the front. Even his racing brake light underneath his Ferrari badge doesn't work when he presses the brakes. Watch. Or we might not get a chance to see it. Central brake light should light up, but it doesn't. No, we're not going to see it. Can't park there, mate. There's a race about to start. Who's that? Was that Joe Spencer just joined the room? Will he get in? Did he get in? No, he didn't. Okay, so it is going to be Old Fiction that leads us round then. Sodi Kart second. Volkswagen in third. Onsterstater in fourth. Whitty fifth. Speedy in sixth. It's a very delayed start there. Whitty, Old Fiction getting a good start though. I'm liking Jack Daniels' livery, although I've finished mine. Sodi Kart in with all the lights in second position. Volkswagen in third. Monster in fourth. Whitty fifth. Again, such a laggy lobby. Speedy in sixth. Popkind seventh. Donkey Shot in eighth. Difficult racing at these early stages. Again, just with the lag. You just don't know where cars are on track. There you go. Bumper cars up. Enemy 9th, Roadrunner in 10th, Mattes in 11th, Your Vader 12th, Mart in 13th, and Bondo 14th. Not getting a great start there, Bondo. Hard tyres, maybe catching him out on the start. 2.6 seconds behind the field at the minute. Down towards the hairpin they go then. Again, this is usually where there's a little bit of chaos, especially when the cars are reasonably close together. This sort of pile. Oh, there you go, Speedy's off. What? Gets himself back on, but only just. Loses an awful lot of position through that nose. Bondo's coming up right up behind him. No damage for Speedy, luckily, but yeah, he's now at the back of the pack. Fiction and loses whatever lead he had. Made a tiny little mistake coming out of that turn. He's now got Sody Carton right into his rear end. Oof. Again, the lag. But the lag is not good. Drop ourselves back to fourth place man, Monster Slider, whatever his name is. Look at this top three as they battle it out for those podium positions. Oh, disgustingly laggy lobby, look at it. Disgusting. Oh my god. It wouldn't surprise me if the lobby just stops working at some point. Wouldn't surprise me one little bit. Old Fiction though continues to lead just by half a second a minute over Sody Carton. Volkswagen in third. Onstat in fourth. Got Whitty in fifth. Donkey Shot in sixth position. Popkind seventh. Emmy Marcus in eighth. Mattis in ninth, Your Vata 10th, Bondo in 11th, Mart in 12th, Popkind in 13th, and Speedy XXL in 14th. Okay, Old Fiction found a bit of time somewhere. The battle between Sody and Volkswagen, I think, is heating up a little bit to the point where it's slowing them down. Sody Carton having to go a little bit defensive in some of these turns to fend off Volkswagen's attacks. All the time, I think that's just allowing Old Fiction to break away, although I think that gap looks like it's coming back down. Yeah, absolutely nowhere for Volkswagen to go. Seems to be carrying a little bit more speed than the Ferrari in front. Again, what a disgustingly laggy lobby this is. It's hurting my eyes to watch. Onstat trying to stay with these three. He's out of slipstream range at the minute though. But who knows with the lag going on, could be anywhere. Disgusting just seeing cars slip and slide around the track. So Old Fiction did have 1.5 seconds lead, that's down to 0.8 of a second. Or tries to take a little bit of a shortcut then, I don't know whether it's helped him out or not. It hasn't, he's lost 1/10 of a second to Sody Carton behind him. Pulls that back through that turn though, which allows the BMW to coast around that corner, get back on the track, boy. Who knows what's going on with this lobby? It's disgusting. Old Fiction leads then, Sody Carton still in second. Volkswagen not been able to find a way past him yet in the other Ferrari. Onstat in fourth. He's been tucked back there for a while now. Oh, a little bit deep for him through there. Donkey Shot in fifth position on the hards. Your Vata sixth on that. So he started from the back mark. He's already up to the halfway point, pretty much. Potkind a little way behind him. Mattes 9th, Emmy Marcus 10th, Whitty in 11th. There is Bondo and a Speedy. And a Roadrunner. Roadrunner's had another mistake. He's got front and rear damage this time. Praying for a pit stop, I'm sure. Now, will anyone opt to drop in the pits this lap, or will they do 2 laps on the hards? Again, we are expecting a little bit of rain at some point. Top 3 stay out then. Onstat comes in. What are you going to do, Donkey? Stays out. Norvator comes in. Mark comes in. Potkind stays out. Emmy Marcus stays out. Mattes comes in the pits this lap. Bondo, oh, only just makes it in there, Bondo. Speedy stays out. Bondo in the pits, Whitty in the pits, and Roadrunner in the pits. Top 3 then, still pretty much neck and neck, just about a second between all 3 of them, 1.5. But Volschlutman has got the move on Sodi Karting. I didn't see where that happened. Maybe up the Dottinger Straight. Oof. Racing Hard's catching out Sodi Karting a little bit there. Volschlutman and Old Fiction starting to disappear a little bit. 1.6 seconds the gap now between second and third. And Volschlutman is hot on the tail of first place. Into the hairpin, looking for a way round. There is Sodi Karting, all the lights. Closing up here then, Volschlutman. Difficult place to overtake though. You can see, just hear him back off through there. Again, the lagging is just disgusting. Absolutely neck and neck still between those two, and they carry on pulling time from Sodi Karting. Through this double left-hander. Tricky bit of track coming up. Well, the whole thing's tricky to be honest, but this one a little bit more tricky. Oof. I'm not sure whether Potkind went deep through there, or if that was lag. So that set of 3 right-handers is accelerate through the first one, brake through the second, and lift and coast through the third. Volschlutman keeps himself well in touch of Old Fiction here. They continue to pull time over Sodi Karting. That's nearly 4 seconds now. So I'm just going to keep my eye on these two after we get around this next turn. Not this one. This one. Let's see if Volschlutman can get a run on Old Fiction out of the right-hander. Old Fiction gets away well though, keeps the gap at just under 5.5 of a second. I don't think Volschlutman's going to be able to get past him on this straight, so let's go and have a look through the field then. So it is Old Fiction leading. It is Volschlutman right behind him in second place. Sodi Karting's found himself with a half a second penalty here. Donkey Shot is in fourth, all on his own at the minute. Potkind Vector is under a bit of threat here from Emmy Marcus. Side by side still for these two, but it is Emmy Marcus that gets through to fifth. Potkind Vector in sixth then. Jorvator seventh. Onstat right behind him on the Inters. Bad choice, bad choice. They're already blown out, look. He's going to lose more positions due to that. Speedy Double XL in at 9th then. Mart in 10th. Mattes in 11th. Bondo 12th. Got Whitty in 13th. Oof, lost the back end of that a little bit. Got Roadrunner coming up behind him pretty damn quickly as well. Damage repaired now for Roadrunner. He's just got to find his way past the Whitty. So Volschlitmann's made a tiny mistake somewhere. He's lost a big chunk of time to Old Fiction in front. That gap almost at 2 seconds. Okay, what's happened to... Where's he gone? Oh, has he left the room? I think he has. Whatever his name was driving that Ferrari, the yellow one with all the lights, has gone. Donkey shot into 3rd position then. Emmy in 4th. Potkind 5th. Your Vater 6th. Mart in 7th. Mattes in 8th. Onstat in 9th. Speedy Double XL 10th. Oof, everybody goes wide through there. Bondo in 11th. Whitty 12th. And there is Roadrunner still tucked behind him in 13th. On to the Dottinger straight we go then for lap 2. Well outside of slipstream range at the minute for Volschlitmann. Volschlitmann might make up a little bit of time on Old Fiction in the pits. Whether it's enough to jump him in the pits, we'll have to wait and see. 1.7 seconds currently as they head back down the hill. Donkey shot, he'll be in. Emmy Marcus will be in. Potkind will be in. Your Vater will stay out, I think, with that fuel and those tyres. Mark will stay out as well. Mattes will stay out. Speedy needs to come in. He's not going to have enough fuel for another lap. Bondo's okay unless those tyres are bad. Onstats decided to put the inters on when they weren't really needed. Whitty and Roadrunner. Oh, which one was I looking at then? There's Roadrunner. No! Roadrunner tries to get round Whitty. Ends up in the wall. So Whitty's running to the end. Roadrunner isn't running to the end. There we go. I was right. Volschlitmann saved that time in the pits with fuel. And he's now out. 1.9 seconds. 2 seconds, sorry, ahead of Old Fiction. Just through that little bit of saving time, keeping that little bit of extra fuel in the car was enough for him to jump ahead of Old Fiction. It's going to be a tall ask for Old Fiction to get that position back as well. Volschlitmann stuck a set of soft tyres on. Old Fiction has gone for the mediums, which obviously are a little bit slower. Your Vater's still on the mediums from the previous lap. Mart is into 4th. Oh, not anymore, he's not. Wow. Mart's into 5th. That was a reasonably big crash and he's just got a little bit of aero damage. That might slow him down though. Bondo might have an attack at him depending how well he's driving. But Mattes has taken a position off Mart. Volschlitmann starting to stretch his legs now then. 3.3 seconds ahead on those soft tyres. That's not the way. The grey bit, not the green bit, Volschlitmann. But again, could be lag. Might not necessarily be them driving. Oh Jesus! Oh my God! Stupid cables. Stupid. That's what they are. Should have plenty of fuel on as well, Volschlitmann. Plenty on for Old Fiction. Plenty on for your Vater, plenty on for Mattes. Mark back into, oh no, sorry, he was fourth, wasn't he? He lost that position through a little bit of a crash. Bondo's just 3.6 seconds behind him, but soft tyres looking absolutely battered on that Porsche. So although he might push to try and close the gap up on Mark, it might end up costing him when he spins off track. We'll see. Donkey shot in 7th then. Fresh set of softs, just 1.8 behind Bondo. Should be a little battle happening between those two as we get closer towards the end of the race. Emmy in 8th then, 8 seconds in front and 6 seconds behind for him. Bit of a lonely one. Similar for Popkine, 6 seconds in front to Emmy, 19 seconds back to Speedy here. He's got Onstat just a second behind him, so he's got rid of those inters that nobody's needed in this one. He's back up to full speed, but unfortunately it's cost him a few positions and the opportunity of going for a podium position. Whitty in at 12th, lots of damage on for Whitty. Look at this Volkswagen just disappearing out, 4.6 seconds ahead of Old Fiction. Medium tyres, obviously not the best choice for the second stop, or the second stint. Your Vater, 5 seconds behind him. Is there any decent battles happening on track at the minute? You boys are slowly closing up with marks, but tyres are going to cost you, I think. For Bondo at least, I think, yeah, Donkey Shot's looking alright, his tyres are looking pretty good. But he has got to get his way past the Bondo. And Marcus Popkine on their own. These two getting a little bit closer. On stats, having a go. Oh, Speedy Double XL just managing to keep that BMW on track. Danger light flashing on Monster's car. Desperate for a way past Speedy. Side by side for them through there. Still no way past. Dexter from race 1 joined. Oh, we've got a little bit of rain on now. This is where Onstat wants his inters. There's a tiny bit of rain coming down then. Let's see, wipers on. Wipers on for everybody. Can they get round without spinning off track then? Can Volkswagen stay ahead of the rain? It's dry on the screen at the minute. Fiction in the clear, no rain for him at this point on the track. Same for your Vater. Mattes just coming out. Mark dry as well. So it could finish like this. Donkey Shot has managed to get his way past Bondo. Oh, Bondo. Oh, Bondo. There we go, that's exactly what I was talking about for Bondo. The tyres trying to push it at full race pace. From left is absolutely battered, from right is not much better. May as well take shortcuts now, Bondo. Race leaders already onto the lead, dotting a straight then. Volkswagen 5.3 seconds lead over Old Fiction. Danger lights flashing now then. He's going to literally cross the line, run out of fuel with his Volkswagen. It's going to be pretty much now. Still got a bit, still got a bit, still got a bit, still got a bit, still got a bit of fuel. And he's out of fuel now, right now. Comes around that last turn and runs out. Perfect timing for him. Takes first. Old Fiction coming across the line, takes second place. Your Vater coming home in third. Mattes coming home in fourth position. starts. He did get closed up by Donkey Shot. Should be good for that 5th position though. And does. Takes 5th, Donkey Shot comes home in 6th, closed the gap up on Mark right at the end of that race. There was about 3 seconds between those two. Emmy Marcus coming home in 7th position. Bondo pretty close to him in the end. Bondo struggling on those tyres at the end of that race though. Look at them, pretty much all 4 red, red, red and red. Potkine coming home in 9th. We've got Speedy Double XL coming up the Dottinger now. He's in 10th. Still raining here at this part of the circuit. There you go. There you go. Soft tyres don't work in the wet. So Speedy takes 10th then, and we just wait for Whitty. He's still a long way down the Dottinger straight, so I'm not sure if we are going to see him this race. Although you never know. Come on, Whitty. Close. It's going to be close. Last corner to go then. No. No, we don't get to see Whitty. But 2 out of 3 is not bad so far for Whitty. It's not bad at all. There he is. Red car, red overalls for Can Nick Farden. Or Volschlitman, as we commonly know him. Right, race 3 done and dusted. One more to go, and that will be it for another evening of ring calf action. We've lost the mark. We've gained a driver or 2 though. Oh, excuse me. Got the tyres. Fiction, let's have a look. Who else have we got? Bondo, Onstat stayed here. Gurfur and Cheat Code. Cheat Code's back. Let me ask him. Evening, Cheat Code. Beastie Bub's in the house as well. Cheat Code. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Are you watching on the vertical or are you watching on the normal? Because I've got both running for the first time tonight, and I don't even know if the vertical's working. It's on my screen, but I'm not watching it. I'm watching the main one. But thanks. Thank you very much. Subscribe if you haven't. Maybe. I don't know what FU100 means, unless that's rude. So, an absolutely jam-packed lobby. 15 drivers, and little old me took to the bottom there in 16th. Come on, stop typing in the chat while I'm trying to look for things. Okay, 33 minutes past, okay. Okay, so it still says rain, random for the first, RO1, RO6, RO1. Light drizzle. But again, this track is so big, it's not necessarily anywhere you're racing. You could be around the other end of the circuit and it's chucking it down, you know, on the opposite side of the track, and by the time you get there it's dried out. So, you know, what's he called now? Onstat tried it. You know, it was drizzle last race Onstat stuck the inters on at the start of lap 2, I think. No rain happened, nothing, no rain. It came sort of halfway through lap 3, by which time he'd already blown out a set of inters, had to come in the pits again, so I had to stop at the end of first lap, stop at the end of lap 2 as well, lose all that time with the inters on that were getting hot and just burning out, crashing into the wall, picking up damage, and just getting overtaken by every man and his dog, really. So it's a risky one. Turbo Turtle Racer is in the house as well. Interesting name. So tyre wear's gone down a little bit, but fuel consumption has gone up. So that means they're going to come in the pits with very little fuel and spend an awful long time in there filling up. It does give us somewhere, there we go, the refuel filling speed, 4 litres a second. Don't know whether you can change that or not. Probably. But yeah, we're a couple of minutes away from the final race of the evening. One more thrash around here at Nordschleife, another 3-lapper again. Weather looking a bit tricky, it's looking a bit misty out there at the minute. It did say it's going to drizzle, but it said it was going to drizzle in race 3, and it kind of held off pretty much the whole way. So we will see. New required tyre type setting all. So that doesn't mean you've got to have all of those tyres, does it? Yes, it does, because there's a minimum pit stop of 2. So you've got to have 2 pit stops. So a racing hard, a racing medium, and a racing soft you've got to play with. No worries, bro. No worries. Hello to Beastie at Marty 2010. There you go. There he is. Beastie Bub. There he is. Porsche driver tonight. Cheat Code has gone for the Skyline. I think he went for that first race that he joined last week as well. I believe he then opted for a BMW in race 2. I can't quite remember. Any other random cars? GT86, the Supra for Turbo Turtle. Still got the Ferrari of Volchlerman. Who was the other driver? I need to remember his name. Sodi Karting, of course it was. Starting grid, sorry bro. What? Why? Why is that? Why is that aimed at me? I don't get it. I don't get it. What are you trying to say, Donkey Shop? I'm just going to give you a... Huh? Give me a huh? What? Huh? Just trying to set it up with the new drivers and have a proper grid, maybe, with the... set it up as per driver rating, maybe, rather than a reverse grid for this last one. I don't know. I don't get it. Right. Come on. It doesn't take that long to sort a grid out. We're 2 minutes over schedule. Thought you Germans were efficient. Thought you were all super mega efficient and timely, and they're doing starting grid based on last race places. Ah, okay. So race 3 winner, by the sounds of it, will start at the front, and obviously Whitty, no offence Whitty, will be starting at the back, apart from the new drivers. Beastie, Turbo Turtle, Cheat Code. Anybody else? yeah, final 3-lap smash-a-thon round here. And then we'll crack on. I've got that panel open. You idiot, stop clicking things you don't need to. Change starting grid last at first. So reverse grid, but the new one's at the front. Well, that's kind of how it's been all night. So I don't know what Potkind's messing about at. But here we go. Just about to crack on. Turbo Turtle. Do we see him get round Swallowtail cleanly? Yes, we do. No, we don't, because the race is about to start. There you go. That does happen. It just kills and cuts out all driver inputs, and your car goes smashing into the wall. So, blue flag's flashing. Gran Turismo, or cheat code as I like to call him, on top spot. Can he utilise that GTR to his advantage? Lights go green then. Oh no, there's cars held all over the place. Turbo Turtle. What? Hold on. See how the lobby's all messed up? It did have Gran Turismo in first place, but he was actually in third. Okay, so it is Beastie Bub that leads us out. Stupid game. Turbo Turtle in second, cheat code in third. Ultimate money glitch in Gran Turismo. If you know where to put it in, you win 18 squillion dollars or shekels or euros or pounds or wherever you're from. Alright? That's honest, that's real. Speedy fourth then, Popkind in fifth. Bondo 6. And then Marcus in 7th, Donkey Shot in 8th, Mattes in 9th. Oh my god. I just saw a traffic jam. There, look. Many cars tangled up in that old fiction. Now at the back of the pack, your Veta tangled up in that as well. Big damage for a lot of these cars. Volkswagen 13 tangled up in that as well, big damage. Witty just crashed as well, a hairpin, he's found himself with damage as well. Staff got through all that chaos. Wow. Lots of damage for the drivers at the back, unfortunately. Yeah, it just seems to be the nature of racing. Yeah, somebody else said that as well, MP. I don't know where it's coming from. If I turn that off, it kills all sound, right? Kills all the racing. Or was that my voice? Oh yeah, yeah. Boom. Yeah. That's better, isn't it? I see it now. I had 2 mics running. Stupid thing. I turned it all off. Cheat code into second position then. Turbo Turtle in third. Got Potkind in fourth. Bondo in fifth. Emmy 6th. Speedy in 7th. Donkey Shot in 8th. Mattes in 9th position currently. Roadrunner 10th. Onstat in 11th. Yeah, I've turned for some reason my other mic had turned itself on. The mic on the actual camera, this one, stupid thing, turned itself on. Witty in 13th. Volkswagen, your Veta, an old fiction, right behind him though. Everybody carrying damage. Beastie. It's not giving me times either way. What's going on with this stupid game? Let's have a look how far back they are. About 3 seconds, I think. Again, no idea what's going on with this. First top two are not giving me times at all. Everybody else I've got times for, just not the top two, randomly. Daft game. Again, probably because of the fact that Beastie Bub and Cheat Code, or Gran Turismo, were swapped on the grid for some reason. But he is holding on to that lead, pulling a little bit more time by the looks of it from Cheat Code. He's also putting a little bit of time from Bondo in this battle here, so Turbo Turtle getting overtaken by Bondo and Potkind Vectra through there. Oh! Turbo Turtle and Potkind Vectra having a tangle in there. Potkind Vectra just taking the outside line on... Onstack getting it wrong as well through there. Who was it he was having a battle with? Turbo Turtle, wasn't it? He tried to go around the outside of Turbo Turtle and was almost off track, and as he tried to come back on track he clattered into Turbo Turtle, which spun his front end round and off he went. Turbo Turtle managed to get away without any damage for some reason. Emmy looking alright in 5th at the minute. Speedy Double XL 6th. Donkey Shot in 7th. There's Mates in 9th. Apologies. Roadrunner in 9th. 10th for Potkind, but look at the damage. 2 right wheels, the front end, the back end on stats. Lucky, we just saw him getting a little bit sideways through one of those turns. He obviously managed to keep it out of the wall. No damage on for him. Old Fiction, loads of damage in 12th. Your Vater, loads of damage in 13th. And Witty, a little bit of damage in 14th. Oh, Beastie. Beastie's got it wrong somewhere. He's put it in the wall and allowed Cheat Code and Bondo to get past him. Now, Bondo, the Porsche's usually pretty quick here. Who knows? Already carrying more speed than Cheat Code. Pretty much neck and neck. Bondo does just get ahead. Cheat Code picks up a little bit of a slipstream as they still head up the hill. Unfortunately not able to carry the speed over the top. Bondo holds on to that lead coming to the end of lap 1. So you should see everybody in the pits. Yes. Everybody in. They've got to put all 3 tyre compounds on, which means a stop at the end of every lap. Let's just hope everybody remembers that. Unfortunately, if you miss the pits here, it won't let you reverse. So if you're coming in there side by side with another driver or very, very close, and one of you ends up bouncing into the wall or something like that and going past that pit entrance, it won't let you go back in. Oof. Oh, your Vater, you're so lucky. So lucky. Incidents like that, a perfect example. So Cheat Code already out. Why it's saying he's got 7 minutes lead, I don't know, but at least I've got a time up there. So he's only taken on board half a tank of fuel, knowing he's only got 1 lap to do before he's got to go back in and put tyres on. Bondo's gone for 3/4 of a tank of fuel, but again, got to stop at the end of this lap. Mates out, so different strategies going on here. Mediums on for Cheat Code. We've got hard tyres on for Bondo, mediums on for Mates. Donkey Shot has gone for the mediums. Onstatter on the softs for stint 2. Looks like he's made a couple of positions up in the pits as well. Emmy Marcus on the hards in 6th. Beastie Bub has gone mediums in 7th. Roadrunner in 8th on the softs. He needs to make those work this lap. Speedy Double XL has gone for mediums for stint 2. Turbo Turtle has gone for mediums. Potkind Vectra is on the hards, but he hasn't got that damage repaired. Old Fiction is fully repaired now on the mediums. Your Vater fully repaired on the mediums. And Witty fully repaired on the mediums. But yeah, he hasn't got 7 minutes lead for sure. Otherwise he'd be at the back of this little pack, trying to overtake the back markers. This lobby certainly not the cleanest tonight. Bondo comfortably in second. Again, lost a lot of time to cheat code in front. He's got 3.1 to Mattes behind him in the BMW. Again, everybody's got to come in the pits at the end of next lap as well. Donkey shot goes a bit wide through there. Onstat sees the opportunity, goes straight through and takes that off him. Into fourth for him then. He's not had the best of evening so far, Onstat. Donkey shot drops to fifth then. Emmy Marcus 6. He's now got Beastie Bub right up his tail, followed by a Roadrunner on those softs. Again, just needs to make short work of these two in front. Otherwise he's going to blow the soft tyres out without actually making any time up. As Beastie Bub looks to go up the inside of Emmy Marcus, then round the outside. Oh, Roadrunner follows Emmy through. Beastie gets it wrong through there. Roadrunner makes up a position. Oh, Emmy Marcus goes wide as well. Look, Beastie Bub goes through as well. Onstat goes through. Roadrunner drops, Emmy Marcus drops to 8th. Disaster. Speedy Double XL in 9th. Being reasonably closely chased by Old Fiction and Turbo Turtle. Just 1.2 seconds each between those two, or those three. Potkind Vectra right up the tail of your Vater for 12th and 13th. And there is Witty, just 24 seconds behind at the moment. But it's still saying cheat code is 7 minutes and 20 seconds up the road. He's not. Don't believe it. It's all lies. Bondo's gap is coming down. Mattes just 1.7 seconds behind him. Little flash of the lights as well. Just let him know, yeah, I'm coming, and maybe put you off a little bit. Gap down to 1.4. Mattes pushing the BMW then. Still closing up on the Porsche through here. Gap down to less than a second. Starts picking up a little bit of a slipstream on those very short straights. Yeah, lobby is terrible. I don't even know what's going on. When do we see Mattes make his move? Oh, just there, just there. Oh, it's chaos. It's chaos. Bondo gets it wrong. His car spins out. Don't worry, that wasn't Mattes driving down in reverse. That was me in reverse trying to look back at Donkey. Sorry, Mattes. No, it was Donkey. Apologies. There you go, that puts Mattes into second. It's still saying he's 7 minutes and 26 seconds behind cheat code in front. That certainly isn't the case. Where is cheat code? Let's have a look. We'll do some counting of seconds, shall we? So when he's just there. About 15 seconds back, I think. There There is the gap. Gran Turismo coming up the hill then. Mattes in the background, followed by the headlights of Donkey Shot, Onta and Bondo. Again, they've all got to come in the pits. Cheat Code has put just the right amount of fuel in. Keep that car as light as possible. Again, give him that jump in the pits. Ouch. Give him the jump in the pits and allowed him to get ahead of everybody else. And now he's in the pits first. Admittedly, he'll have to spend a bit more time in there while he's filling up and getting enough fuel as everybody else. But he's got 15 seconds to play with, so he'll be out and off before you know it. Donkey Shot in, Roadrunner in, Onster in. Everybody piling in then. Cheat Code still in the pits. Still taking on board fuel. Doesn't need too much. There it is, just over that half a tank mark. Gets released now. Whoa. Now, will we see a timer reset itself at any point, or will it still say 7 minutes something up the road? And at the minute, it's still saying he's 7 minutes. Onster has managed to jump Mattes in the pits as well there. Now, fuel depletion has gone up to ×7. Has Onster taken that into consideration? Is he going to have enough fuel to get round this lap? Well, we'll have to see a little bit later on. Mattes then gets pushed down to 3rd with that little jump in the pits. Beastie 4th. Roadrunner in 5th. Soft tyres on for him. Donkey 6th. Yeah. Bondo 7th. Emmy in 8th. Old Fiction 9th. Hard tyre on for him. Speedy in 10th. Being hotly chased by... Oh! Yeah, who knows? Who knows? Your Vator gets past him. Popcorn Vector released from the pits then. Soft tyres. Loads of fuel on board. And Whitty just taking on board that fuel now. Gets released. Okay, oi, we've got times back. It is 15.6 seconds the gap between Gran Turismo, or Cheat Code as I like to call him, and Onstat. He's got his own problems though. Mattes right up his rear end. It's a soft tyre versus brand new soft tyre. Has everybody stopped? Mattes goes through. Did everybody take the right tyres? Maybe not for Onstat. He might gain a big old penalty at the end of this one if he didn't take all 3. Beastie Bub 4th. Still got a Donkey Shot right behind him though, just half a second. So we've got fresh hards on for Beastie, but a fresh set of softs on for Donkey Shot. He needs to make his way past Beastie ASAP. Emmy in 6th, still got Bondo for company. Old Fiction having a little race of his own. Your Vator another 3 seconds behind him. Speedy is another 5 seconds behind him. Popcorn's another 4 seconds back. And Whitty is 33 seconds back. Looking good for Cheat Code then. He's now got 18 seconds lead over the new second place driver, Mattes, who's managed to retake that position off of Onstat. A little bit of front end damage he's holding, but that should be okay for the rest of the race. Onstat 3rd then. Donkey in 4th. Still got Beastie Bub for company. They are actually closing back up on Onstat by the looks of it. 2.2 seconds the gap. Down to 2 seconds. Pulling time over Beastie as well. That gap to 1.6 seconds. Mattes is not too far in front of these two either, but this is final lap. He's taking chunks out of Onstad. 1.1 seconds. Just a few corners. He's ragged a second out of Onstad's time. Right up his rear end, coming through the right-hander up the hill. Oof. A little bit of rain I saw on the windscreen then. Could catch one or two of them out if they're not careful. It is raining a little bit. Only very lightly and only at little certain parts of the track. Can Onstad hold on to this third place? Let's just recheck his fuel. He's under quarter of a tank. Again, fuel depletion has gone up to ×7. We are over the halfway mark. He might be okay. We'll find out when he hits the Dottinger straight. It's looking better and better for Cheat Code here. 19.3 seconds lead now. Just a shame about these lobby glitches. Through the left-hander then, down towards the mini carousel. Gives him a swallowtail. Ooh, a little bit deep through there, not too bad though. Maintains that 19 seconds lead. Everybody risking it through that one. So it's just a straight push along here then. Nobody's going to catch him now. Mattes 19 seconds back. All on his own now. What has happened? Donkey Shot in third. Almost loses it. He's got past Onstad. Again, tyres have caught Onstad out. Running low on fuel again. Beastie closing up on him. I might lose another position here then, Onstad. It's going to be a tall order. Just 1.7 seconds behind Onstad is Beastie. Just got to hope that Onstad gets the next few corners wrong. There it is, Gran Turismo. Cheat Code taking the win in race 4. Mattes coming up these last few turns. Nearly 20 seconds behind in the end. Great bit of strategy played out by Cheat Code. And there is Mattes for second position then. Donkey Shot just coming around this last corner. Going to come home for third safely. Onstad by the skin of his teeth. Holds on to fourth, almost out of fuel. Emmy Marcus is Onstad, he missed a pit, so he's going to get pushed down the order all the way because he didn't take all 3 pit stops. So I'm going to have to go back through the order. It is still Cheat Code in first, Mattes second, Donkey Shot in third, Beastie Bub fourth, Emmy Marcus in fifth, Bondo sixth, Your Vader seventh, Old Fiction in eighth. Onstad currently 9th, but he's going to get further and further down the field because he's missed a pit stop. So Potkind Vectra takes 10th. No, he doesn't. Speedy Double XL comes home to take 9th. Onstad takes 10th. Potkind Vectra takes 11th. And we just wait for Whitty. It's going to be 3 checkered flags. Is it going to be 3 checkered flags for Whitty? It's got to be a record if he does. Yeah, it is raining a little bit. You can just see it bouncing off the track there. And there it is, Whitty across the line. Oh, Potkind got pushed all the way to the back then. He must have missed a pit stop or put the wrong tyre on. He did have to use a hard, a medium and a soft, and obviously Onstad and Potkind didn't do that. But there we go. Cheat Code on top spot for race 4, and that's going to be it for Ring Calf. Don't forget to go and check out the website. Where's that gone? Let me just, boom, there it is, www.justforfundrivingclub.de. Obviously stick it in Google, get it translated, go and have a look around, drop them a message, whatever you want. But yeah, make sure you go and send them some love over there. So outside of that, that's it for tonight. I hope you've liked what you've watched. We are back tomorrow night at 9 o'clock for the P1 boys and their Super Formula race. I forget where we're at tomorrow. And then, yeah, back again Friday next week at 9 o'clock for GTTCC. And then another Ringcaf Saturday night, 8 o'clock. That's the lineup. Friday night, 9 o'clock. Saturday night, 8 o'clock. And a Sunday night, 9 o'clock. That is what we've got going on. Outside of that, people, click the like, subscribe, all that sort of stuff. But most of all, tell your mates and tell your mums. My name's Dark Smoker. I'm out of here.